Welcome to my NCAA evening edition of the Chicago Millionaire Radio Show. I just want to hop on real quick because I said I was going to do my 30 for 30 shows, but I didn't take into consideration that we was going to run into the NCAA tournament. So I want to hop on real quick and just give a little recap of what I saw with the tournament and with Illinois and what I saw with Illinois, man. And I tell you what, Illinois, man, they played a great game, man. Let's just face it, man. Illinois played a great game. They had a great game plan. But, like, my only concern with Illinois was, man, we ain't had the physicality. We ain't had the toughness that we needed, man. We did not have the toughness that we needed. Hold on, y'all. That UConn physicality, man, was too much, man. It was overwhelming. It was so overwhelming to the fact where, you might have had to go back in the days and grab some of the old guys to play against them. But, but it's going to have to be something that we're going to really have to address back here at home. And watching that game, I just noticed that, and I was talking to Dr. Lloyd Walden, right? Me and Dr. Lloyd Walden, we exchanged pleasantries about the whole tournament. And for some reason, even winning or losing that game, we pulling for Illinois. We want Illinois to win. We want our team to win here in State of Illinois. But even winning that game or losing that game was almost like a disconnect there. It was a disconnect there because there was nobody that we really knew that played for the University of Illinois this past season. So while we did have a good run in Illinois, and shout out to them, there was no kids like that from CPS, Chicago Public Schools. And we get selfish, I know we get selfish. And I think we just got to do a better job, in my opinion, of getting kids in state to play here in Chicago. It's first of all, we've made everything so much about money to the point where kids are losing the love for the game because everybody's so focused on getting the bag. It's like almost everything is predicated on getting the bag. That's all we talk about. And the joy of just playing the game of basketball is no longer there like it was back in the days when you had guys like Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson, and all those guys, when they wasn't making a big ton of money. So the quick fixes going to get kids from all overseas, college programs breaking down whole programs, going to get kids from the portal. All the quick fixes for college basketball is destroying college basketball. All the quick fixes, man. Look, I don't always agree with what President Trump says, but all the excess transfers and all of the longevity playing in college and all of that, it's got to stop. It's got to stop because it's stealing opportunities from young kids that's coming behind. It's stealing too many opportunities from these high school kids. You got guys that's still in college that's 27, 26, 27, 28 years old still trying to play college basketball. The whole system is just messed up right now. So shout out to Illinois. Great run. It was a quick fix. They made it to the Final Four. Great run. I just feel like we got to get back to grassroots. We got to get back to where it all started. And people start just building up their own cities, building up the communities where they live with the young people who are there instead of poaching. It's kind of like poaching to me. You know what I'm saying? You know what poaching is all about. You know what? I'm gonna watch the Michigan game, but I promised myself I was gonna do 30 shows in 30 days, so I had to get on. Yeah, LC Crowder, man. Listen, Illinois got like 8 players on their team from overseas. I know everybody's watching the game, but I had said that I was gonna get on. And hey, Tracy, what's going on there, Tracy? I know everybody's watching the game, but I said I was going to do 30 shows in 30 days, so I wanted to get on real quick and stay true to my commitment. This is number 4 right here, so I want to get on. Hey, Moni Williams, here we go. Let me put that post up there. She said, we only heard, you know what? Basketball has evolved. And sometimes I heard a guy tell me, he said, man, Chicago is overrated. He said, man, Chicago is overrated because there's so many other great players around the world where sometimes we tend to forget that, you know, there are guys who play in Mississippi. There are guys who play in New Jersey. There are guys who are all over. So to just make Chicago like the only place where killers come from playing basketball is unfair. And those days are gone. Those days where Chicago may have thought they dominated the sport, it's over with. Ain't no more of that. We had that back in the days, and that was only a short run. I mean, we had a pretty good run back then. But I always say that the greatest runs that we had was when Mark Aguirre, Isaiah Thomas, Terry Cummings, all of those guys, that generation, man, those guys from the 80s, that was, and then when D Rose closed it out. Derrick Rose closed it out. Derrick Rose, then you had Antonio Reeves and Taylor Horton Tucker and all these young guys coming along. But more and more Chicago kids are leaving Chicago. Parents are leaving Chicago. They're taking their kids out of Chicago because it's too violent. You no longer have Robert Smith at Simeon. You no longer have Nick Irvin over at Morgan Park. So where are you going to send your kids? Where you sending your kid to play ball at in Chicago? I'll wait. Because getting to school is the hardest part. Not just playing basketball. You still got to get to school. And then when you get to school, you still got to deal with the social ills. So, yeah, I just wanted to get on real quick because I was honestly watching Illinois play, man. I didn't feel shit. I ain't going to even lie, y'all. I'm not going to lie, man. I did not feel like we lost. I didn't feel nothing. I did not feel not one like, oh, damn, we lost. And I'm not being mean. I'm just saying it was hard to get attached to a team of players where I just didn't have a connection with them, man. I just didn't have it. And you know what? Maybe I'm the wrong person to say it. Yeah. Oh, Steve, you got that. Oh, he's talking about DeShandre. Yeah, DeShandre is a killer. No doubt about it. DeShandre is a killer. No doubt about it. Hey, Carl Harris, man. Hey, shout out to Carl Harris, man. Carl Harris, man. Thank you for introducing me to Red Ross. I reached out to you. I called you back. Sometimes, man, when I take the workout class, I put my phones on mute, and my ass sometimes I forget to take it off mute. Shout out to you, Carl Harris, man. You're a real one. Carl Harris is one of those guys, man. Chicago pillar, man. He's just one of those guys, man, in Chicago. You gotta love him. So shout out to Carl Harris, man. He put me on the phone, put me in tune with a guy named Red Ross. Chopped it up with Red Ross. I'm putting his reels together. Chicago, that's why I was telling somebody today that I said, Chicago, thank you, big bro. Chicago is not just about the NBA guys. It's not just about the guys who went to the NBA. Man, Chicago got so many guys that played the game and girls who played the game that didn't make it to the NBA or didn't WNBA or make it overseas. It's so many great stories out here about the legacies that went on in Chicago. You know, look at my niece right there. What's up, boo-boo? My boo-boo right there, man. This young lady right here, this is my baby girl, man. My niece, Crystal. Man, talk about, it's so much I can say about this young lady right here on the screen, man. When I was, my little niece helped me, showed me how to be a young man because I raised her like she was my daughter. So she was like my first daughter. So when I finally had a daughter, I already knew what to do. Shout out to you, CC. But I didn't feel a connect to that Illinois team when they lost today. I didn't feel it, man. I felt, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, you know, okay, they lost, you know. Nothing was there. Nothing was there. Hey, Carl here, there we go. Oh, Hoop sent you. Who sent you? You a fool, boy. Hold on, I'm gonna get back to you, Carl. Hey, I'm gonna get back to that comment about a couple of broke car hairs. Who sent you? Said Robert Reed, you said you didn't feel shit. My question is, when was the last time you felt good about an Illinois team? The last time I felt good about an Illinois team was Tracy Dildy had to that DePaul Blue Demon team. Remember that run they had? I hate to say that, but it was. It was one of those. It was one of the great teams. It was one of the great teams, man. Let me get my question back to my man Carl Harris. Hey, one thing about it, Carl Harris, man. One thing I admire about you, man, is that you don't try to mix yourself like he was in the league. You very proud of what you did in the streets, and that's where guys need to really be grateful, man. Everybody can't make it to the league. He said he helped pay guys go to the NBA and best college players and high school players. Yeah, man. Because Tim Hardaway even said man, everybody can't make it to the league. He was like, guys like Carl Harrison, these boys out here, Sherrod Arnold and Captain Video and Dan Brickman and all those guys. Those are the guys who helped them make it to the NBA. So Tim Hardaway and Derrick Rose and all those guys are the sum total of what Chicago has always had. When you see Derrick Rose and you see Pat Bev and you see all these boys playing on the national stage, they are a sum total of what Chicago has always had. Because Chicago got killers. I'm talking about Chicago got real killers. Hey, hey man, y'all got to get on Live, man. Hey, you got to get on Live, man. Live is the busy man. I'm down with all ball Chicago, but I can't do it without Live. I can't do it without Live. He said, this is off topic. I wish all ball Chicago would come back. But what is your quick thoughts on Gino going off on Don Staley? He's just an asshole. You know what? It's a touchy subject because I know how it feels to lose to a girl. I'm just kidding. I had to throw that in there. But he lost to a girl and he didn't like it. Me and my boys had a good laugh about that shit last night. Gino lost to a girl, and then he wanted to fight a girl and shit. Hey, Gino, man, you know what, dog? You lost cool points with that one. Dog, Staley got that ass, boy. Hell yeah. What my man Carl Harris say, he's still passing down wisdom. Yeah, man. Hey, that's the thing, man. Chicago is one of those things, man. If the streets don't kill you, make you stronger, right? And that's one thing I can say about growing up out in Roseland in the hundreds. You grow up around all that stuff, man. You around that stuff. You around people, seeing people get killed and all of this stuff. And you be like, God granted me favor like a motherfucker. Hey, Carl, for real, man. Very unprofessional from Gino. I agree with you 1,000%, bro. I thought I held him to a higher standard, man. And one thing that he did, he showed who he really was. Every now and then, a motherfucker gonna show who they really is, big dog. And he did that. Man, sometimes, man, that success, you can be so high up and so successful that to the point where you think you're invincible, man. Well, failure is not even a part of your doggone makeup because you think you're invincible. And then when it happens to you, you feel like you've been slighted. We all need a reality check, man. We all need an opportunity. We all need to be faced with the struggle where it's like, oh, damn. Oh, man, I've been faced with reality, man. Oh, damn. Hey, Carl, I ain't going to say that on the screen, G. I ain't going to say that. I try to keep it clean, man, because I got a lot of people who watch, and I get it, man. I feel what you're saying, man. You know, it was a tough loss for him. He was 38-0, and when you're 38-0, it's tough. But I want to get back to that Illinois team. Like I said, man, and Dr. Lloyd Walton, we both agreed. And shout out to the great run they had. But when you put together teams like this with these quick fixes, Carl, check your inbox, man. I want you to hop on with me right quick if you got a minute before I get out of here, because I just wanted to do this show to make sure I did my fourth show and also talk about the Illinois win. I sent you the link if you got a minute to hop on. But like I said, man, these quick fixes, man, all these quick fixes, man, people getting teams out of the portal and just putting teams together like real quick, man. I'm just like, it's not, for me, it's not working. It's not connecting me to these teams. And I can say honestly, man, this is the first time in the history of basketball that I can say I checked out on all basketball. This year, I didn't watch no high school, college, pros, nothing. I really ain't been watching it, man, because they done fucked the game all the way up. Because it's all about money now. So when you're watching the game, you're not watching the purity of it. You're watching it, man, from a perspective of people that's trying to make money in any way that they can. And a lot of that shit got a lot to do with cheating. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I don't like. Oh, Hans, what's up with it, Mike?
What's going on, my man?
What's up, big dog?
None. That's just very foul of him. Very truly unprofessional of him. That's some real cracker shit he did. Let me say it. You ain't got to say it. You running the podcast. That wasn't right. He showed it. He showed another side of him that I had a lot of respect for that man. And when he did that, he accused that lady. He assumed some. That lady just had her team mentally ready and mentally set to win that game, and was very physical with his team, and he did not like that. So that's on him. But then
Right.
you're gonna turn around and do what you did, and you said what you said. You never know what that man said for her to go like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he had his back turned. He did it intentionally. He
Yeah.
done it intentionally to make her go off.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
initiated that.
He initiated it all, didn't he?
Yeah, he initiated that. That's not right. That's not fair.
Yeah. Food by design. Tyson. Tyson say, what's up, Tyson? Chef Tyson, my man. Tyson say the game is watered down now.
Mm-hmm.
But what you think about the physicality of that damn UConn team against Illinois? Did you watch that game, Carl?
I watched. I think Illinois was a little afraid. I think they were a little shell shocked in the beginning, and they started trying to come a little. But it was a little bit too late. It was just too late. They didn't have to lose that game. They had enough. They had enough size to win that game. And I
Right.
think they were a little. I think they were kind of afraid. They were real afraid. They wasn't ready. They
They,
wasn't
they
ready.
got they got scared.
Yeah, yeah,
You can see it, didn't you?
yeah, yeah. It was very obvious.
It
But
was very obvious.
yeah, that freshman is like you said. I don't feel anything like, oh, we lost. I like you say I don't feel it either.
I don't feel it, man.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a loss. Oh, it's like we expected them to lose because they didn't come out and show. You see what Michigan doing? Michigan ain't
Right,
fucking around with Arizona.
right.
They
They
showing that we are bigger and we better.
right. So it's looking like it's gonna be a Michigan and UConn title game.
Man, Michigan is something else, man.
So who you got in that? Who you got? Who you think?
Michigan wins this game. They will win the national championship.
They're gonna win the national championship?
Connecticut cannot. They're not big enough to beat them.
Oh wow,
They're not big enough.
wow.
And they beat them without 23, and he hurt.
So that's gonna be interesting, man. Cause now we're gonna bring one more national title to the crib. When was the last time we had a national champ, Carl?
Yeah, it went a while.
It's been a while, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Tyson said no, they ain't finna win.
Who's Tyson?
Tyson, you know Chef Tyson. You probably know him. Tyson, he know you.
Look, short Tyson be around basketball like he played basketball.
He went to King High School. Good, cool ass Tyson, man.
Yeah, he okay. Yeah, just tell him to stay to cooking. He don't know what he's talking about.
Hey,
I know what
Tyson.
you're talking about. The be in Tracy's garage and they're talking like he know, like he was around when basketball was basketball. Stop it.
Tyson,
You a
yeah, he
cook.
doesn't like to keep it cracking.
He a
Oh
cook. He
man,
a cook. He a cook. That's what he is. He cook good food. That's what he is. A cook.
hey, he cooked great food. Hey, what
Yeah.
you think about the NIL, big dog?
Well, I think that just really just destroyed the whole circuit, man. First, I thought it was a good thing that these kids should have been getting paid a long time ago, but they are really taking this stuff to the max. It's unreal what they're doing. They jumping from school to school. I mean, you playing till you 26, 27 years. Man, that's a
Man.
long time. That's a lot, man. They bouncing from school to school.
Hey, so you agree with President Trump talking about stopping this shit? Like, hey, hold on, how y'all gonna play? He said you only getting 5 years from here on out, man. That's it.
Well, somebody must have gotten his ear because he don't know shit about basketball
That's
either.
what I said.
Yeah, he don't know shit about no damn basketball. Somebody got in his ear.
Somebody got this in, sure did. They said, man, hey, they jumping from school to school, man. Motherfuckers are 26, 27 in school, Trump.
Yeah, well.
But I think it's still an opportunity from the young kids, man. We got to get it back to when high school kids was getting those opportunities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Keep the shit organic, man.
And
Hold on. Somebody wants you to speak on this topic, Carl. Let me put it up here real quick.
Thanks, specialist. Anytime.
Somebody said, can you speak on this right quick?
All right, let's like this.
There you go. Can you see it? It say, can you speak on KG and Pip getting into it at a pickup game? Do you remember that?
Yeah, that's old. That's old. They talking about when KG was like Pip, and it was when he was in high school as a senior, and it was a little words, and I had stopped it.
Oh, you was there? You stopped
Yeah,
that?
yeah, that's why they talking about it. That was that video was 10 years ago.
Hey,
Where
Carl,
people
what you do? You got in the middle of the big tall ass Negroes out there, man?
No, I brought Garnett up there with Billy. Billy that passed, rest in peace, Billy. I brought him up there. He was in high school. That's
Okay.
when Isaiah discovered him.
Oh, Joe, you was there that day when Isaiah told him he should go to the league?
Yeah, I was there.
Damn.
Yeah, I was there. I brought him up there
Wow.
for the run. We used to be playing at hoops.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
legendary, Carl, man. That's one
Yes.
thing I like about you, man. You got your ears to the street. You've been around these streets, and you ain't gonna tell no fibs. Ain't that what you say?
I don't know how to do that. So the ones that get on here trying to act like they official, they better be official when they getting on here with me.
That's what's up. Before we get out of here, Carl, because I just wanted to get on because it's number 4. Tomorrow we're gonna be on again tomorrow night, man. So if you're available, man, I was gonna try to get you and Michael Hampton. He wanted to come on. He wanted to talk with you. A few of them guys. So if we can do on after church, I know a lot of people got to go to church
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Great player. Mike was tough, man.
Yeah.
Mike was tough.
And the admiration and respect that y'all guys got for each other, man, that's why I love doing this, man, because y'all showing love to each other, you know. And to the niggas who couldn't play, and to the niggas who couldn't play, y'all calling them out too, though.
Oh, absolutely. You're not getting away.
So before we get out of here, big dog, I want to ask you this, man. What do we got to do to get this city back, man, on track, man, with the basketball, man, with our young kids?
We have to attack the grassroots. So we got to start with it small. We gotta start. It's gotta be with the with the children. It's gotta be with the children. That's the only way we can control this now, because what we had left was Derek's gone, Patrick gone, Tony Allen. All those guys are gone. You know what I'm saying? We don't have anything else. None is overseas. Barry's overseas. Taylor's overseas. You know what I'm saying? This is we got to start over. We got to start over. We got to try to keep them here.
That's
And we got to start having programs. I got something up my sleeve. I'm gonna let you know. I got something up my sleeve. But we're gonna start attacking the grassroots right in the hood.
That's what I'm
talking about. It's a brand new facility coming up.
Okay.
That has a gym, has everything in it. Everything you need to have in it.
That's what's up, man. That's what I love, man. When I got a chance to see go out there and see Miss Foster, she was with those little kids, man.
Oh, absolutely.
The bitty
Miss Foster
kids,
has
right?
paid. She's paved her way, and she's been doing a lot for these kids for years. Miss Foster's been around forever.
Yeah, man. I
Yeah,
love it, man.
Yep. I
Well,
know.
God, thank you for hopping on short notice,
No
man.
problem.
We got the legend Carl Harris on here,
No
man.
problem.
We back on again tomorrow night, man. Love you, big bro. Take
All
it
right,
easy,
love.
man.
All right, bye bye.
Yeah.